Good day, everyone. My name is Senzelo Bushenkabini, and welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I'll give you insight on what it's like to be homeless, what it's like to survive the streets, and also how to rehabilitate oneself once we have left the streets. So, yeah, today I'll be answering the question: how did you survive the KwaZulu-Natal floods in the year 2022? Just thinking about it. Okay, I don't want this video to be too long. So, how did I survive? Because I moved around a lot regarding to where I slept, because I've slept under a bridge, I've slept under trees, I've slept under shrubs near Suncoast Casino. I've slept under. I've slept near buildings, yeah, industrial buildings, near old industrial buildings. I've slept as long as I had like shelter above me. I slept there. I did not care about walls. As long as there was a covering on top, as long as there was a roof like covering, I slept there. I've slept near an abandoned train station. Where else? Yeah, that's all I can remember. But in terms of me being able to survive the floods that hit KZN, I was sleeping in an old abandoned building near Kings Park Stadium. This building used to be a stable for horses in the past, like way back during the years of apartheid in South Africa. So I slept in this building, old abandoned building, abandoned like no human has ever set foot there. And within this building, there was only a roof part and walls, and there was no door. And I slept there. When you look on the outside, you'd assume that there's no roof because they took off the roof. However, since it was a double story, excuse me, I was sleeping underneath. And the top part, they removed the roof. So I still had like some sort of shelter from the covering that was on top of me. Yeah. So it started raining. I believe it was on a Saturday. It started raining. It was raining, and I just assumed, okay, it's raining, and there will be no more rain the next day. I wake up on Sunday as I'm preparing to wake up as I'm preparing to go collect cans. I wake up on Sunday and it's raining. And then I decide, okay, I'm not gonna collect cans today. I have a little money saved, so I'll just go buy fat cooks and eat. So the rain stops for like a few minutes. It stopped for like I think 20 minutes. I walked to this tuck shop owned by an individual, and I bought fat cooks only. And then I went back to this abandoned building because remember it's raining, so there's no one that's gonna even notice that you're entering there, because when it's not raining, there'll be security guards roaming around. The security guards at Kings Park Stadium will also be vigilant and looking and waiting to stop you from entering. So initially, I used to enter when it was dark, like 7 p.m. That's when I used to enter, because I used to leave early. I used to leave at about 4 o'clock in the morning. So since it's raining, nobody has time to keep focusing on homeless people, because it's raining and it was windy and the weather was just effed up. So I walk back to this old building and I sleep because I only had like 2 blankets. Get into my blankets and I sleep. It rains. It rains. I wake up, I eat, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's still raining. It rains, it rains, it rains, it rains, it rains, it rains. It rained. And then at 7 p.m. at night, that's when it started raining. Now I could notice that, oh, okay, now this is abnormal. This is no longer the rain that we are used to. This is now abnormal. It rained so hard. It rained up until 5 a.m. in the morning. And what I kept noticing was that this roof part is leaking. The water is now coming through. The water is now coming through on the sides of the walls. Because remember, this is just concrete because it was a double story. The top part has no roof. But since I'm sleeping underneath, I'm relying on this concrete here to protect me from the rain. It starts leaking on the sides of the walls. It leaks, it leaks, it leaks. And then as I'm sleeping, I feel the most sharpest cold ever on my back. And then I notice that my blankets are wet. And it's raining outside. And this time it was about 12 a.m. I think. It was raining, 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 raining. And the water is coming down on the walls. It's coming down. My blanket is wet. Then I decide, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to just need to now sleep on top of these blankets. So since I had collected boxes before, because I used to also keep my boxes, cardboard boxes over there as well. So I took my cardboard boxes, I placed them on top of the blankets. Then now I'm just sleeping with no blankets. I sleep on top of the blankets and the cardboard boxes. And I could also feel that now at about 4 a.m. in the morning, I could feel that, oh, these 2 blankets are already wet. And it was so cold. Oh my God. I've never felt so much cold in my entire life. So I wake up. I noticed that at the back, my jersey was wet because the boxes ended up getting wet as well. So everything at the back, my jersey was wet, my pants at the back were wet. I woke up and now it has stopped raining. At about 6 a.m. it had stopped raining. I wake up and as I'm proceeding to take the blankets outside so that I can hang them so that they can get dry a little bit because it was overcast, like there was no sun, nothing. As I'm doing that, I noticed that the water outside was reaching to my knees, and I'm tall. I'm like what? 6 foot. I'm 6 foot tall. I noticed that the water is right here on my knees. That's how much it had rained. So I take the blankets out and I hang them. And then I walk out of this abandoned building. And as I'm walking out, I noticed that I thought that I had experienced the most horrific night ever because I literally did not have the warmth of my blankets. But as I walk out and I look through the whole of Durban, especially in areas like Springfield, I noticed that other houses had been affected by mudslides. I noticed that other businesses as well were affected by the heavy rain. Like the roofs literally crashed. Like the whole building went down. And that's when most people that lived in the squatter camps in Springfield, they were moved from that area that was affected by the rain and sent to town halls. And that meant that they were now homeless as well. And they were sleeping at the town halls or community halls that were available in that area, because the rain had literally caused a mudslide and it had ravished all the squatter camps that were in its path. Like the mudslide, it took everything away that was in its path. And some homeless people were also swept away by the high water near the rivers, because the river burst its banks near Springfield. So the homeless people that sleep under the bridge over there was swept away by the water. And the people that sleep under bridges, they did not sleep there during those 2 or 3 days. I don't know where they slept, because it was so windy. The bridge would not protect you from the rain because it was windy, so the wind would drive the rain right under the bridge and you'd eventually get wet. Plus, there was high rainfall. It was so high, the water will literally get under the bridge as well. Even if the bridge is not providing leeway across a river, you would literally get wet even though you were sleeping under a bridge. So I don't know where they slept, the ones that were the homeless people that were sleeping under bridges. But anyway, that's how I survived the heavy rainfall that hit KZN in the year 2022, to a point that other countries had to now offer us funds in order to fix the problems that were caused by the heavy rainfall. But anyway, it's close to 12 minutes now. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, please do comment. Please do ask questions. And yeah, thank you for watching. I keep moving this phone. See. We are trying this YouTube thing. Anyway, bye.